Cuckolding is when your spouse is cheating behind your back without your knowledge and leaves you for the person they're cheating with. Some famous celebrities who are supposed sex symbols have been through this too. Let's look at a list of such famous cuckolds. 6. Eddie Fisher. Eddie Fisher began an affair with Liz Taylor when he was still married to Debbie Reynolds and she was grieving her husband Mike Todd's death in a plane crash. He left his wife and married Liz Taylor at Las Vegas in 1959. Liz Taylor began an affair while shooting Cleopatra in 1962 with Richard Burton, who was also married. She left Eddie and married Richard Burton 10 days after their divorce was finalized. Karma hit Eddie hard, which put him on the list of famous cuckolds. 5. Bob Geldof. Bob Geldof was married to rock journalist Paula Yates when she began an affair with NXS frontman Michael Hutchence. She was having this affair when he was doing charity work in Africa. Paula left Bob in 1995 and divorced him in 1996. 2 months after the divorce, she gave birth to Michael Hutchence's child. Michael was found dead in his hotel room the next year. 4. Robert Evans. Robert Evans was married to Ali McGraw when she got involved with Steve McQueen on the set of The Getaway in 1972. Steve was the biggest movie star in the world then. Ali left Robert and married Steve the next year, which put producer Robert Evans on the list of famous cuckolds. Steve and Ali divorced each other 5 years later. 3. Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid was married to Meg Ryan when she became romantically involved with co-star Russell Crowe while working on their film Proof of Life in 2000. Dennis and Meg divorced the next year. Meg broke up with Russell after a short while. 2. George Harrison. George Harrison was in the biggest band in the world, and despite that his friend Eric Clapton was able to steal his wife from him. Eric fell in love with his friend George's wife when he saw her and could not get her out of his head. When Patty rejected Eric's advances, he fell into heroin addiction, from which he recovered after 3 years. He pursued her again, and this time Patty submitted to him. Patty divorced George in 1977 and married Eric in 1979. They all remained friends, with George jokingly calling Eric his husband-in-law. 1. Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, who is one of the biggest sex symbols of all time, was cuckolded by his wife Priscilla when she walked out on him with her karate instructor, Mike Stone, with whom she was having an affair for 2 years. She moved in with him in 1972 and divorced Elvis in 1973. This incident teaches you that if a man is not paying attention to his woman, then even someone like Elvis also can get cuckolded. This broke Elvis, which might have contributed to his death along with his fear of getting old.